Today, it's Madden NFL football.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now it's Burrow. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The Jets coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. And get a win in this one.
The Jets second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it. Yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands. And he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
And check down, complete to Hall.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Joe Burrow back out there for the next Bengal possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Puka Nacua,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Paul on a give up the middle.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. Open man here is Conklin. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Williams running left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he checked. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Burrow will throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Burrow forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Elijah Moore from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes,
you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So the Jets now down by 4. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. Oh, what a juke into space.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bengals, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Today.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Mahomes now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Allen. A short throw to Ingram. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Allen now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've
defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
Allen going to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On first down, Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
To throw, it's Allen. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Draw play, ETN.
They juked him. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Allen. Throw left side, complete to Ingram down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Trayvon Walker
able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Throwing now is Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Allen to throw it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
A short throw to Ingram.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Allen. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all tell that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
today.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Second and 15. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so there's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Here's third and a few inches as they've got it as we resume action. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Broncos coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to throw now on first down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
2nd down and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right...
The 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
He was looking for Brian Robinson out of the backfield.
And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he's got it to about the 40.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
In motion goes Patrick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2nd and 13.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches. He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And the Washington offense heading out.
I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and not all W's are created.